We all say welcome, welcome, welcome.
We have two phases. We have what we call a relief phase, and we have what we call a development phase. The relief phase, which is why we came here, in a very difficult time when there's fighting going on. There were attacks just up the road from the camp here, and so we came as an acute phase to come and to people were running from those areas into these things we call camps with the huts, and they come in here and they come without food, they come without hose, they come without anything. They just come to try to get together and protect themselves as a group. And so the very first reason we came was to come and help them. There's disease breaks out in these camps quickly because they live, you can tell they live close together. They live in an 8-foot diameter hut, and the huts are 6 feet apart. So we come bringing medicine. So that's how we started. We come and bring medicine to them. But as we go from the relief phase to development, which is where we are now, it becomes more programmatic. So we have just several programs that have been running smoothly, and we continue to grow. Our goal being is to take and empower the Ugandans so they can teach themselves, so they can grow themselves. Who better to minister to their people than themselves? So the three programs that we have in this camp today would be our Priceless program, which you referred to, which is an abstinence program built for northern Uganda, right here.
What it is it's a program teaching about abstinence until marriage and faithfulness within, and it's also life skills. It speaks about value and love, and it teaches them more than anything about their worth, and then says that for that reason they should honor their body. And there's also, of course, HIV education, and we have teachers from within the camps that we have trained, and they're now teaching off of our Priceless Teachers curriculum. So
it has improved our lives in the way that we didn't, at first we didn't know that God loves us. But when we come to this program, we really understand a lot that we belong to God. We also know that our body also belongs to Him, and we need to worship Him. We need also to change our lives from sins that we have been committing.
And we start between 12 and 13 up to 18 years old. And then we give them a certificate that says they made it through the Priceless program. We give them a white bracelet that says Priceless on it.
They're very excited. The certificate is a big deal to them, and also just for them to have been through a program and everything. They're very proud today. So.
Then we have follow-up programs that interview them continuously so we can know where they are. That is now being taught by all Ugandans. We have Americans that oversee that program that are here in these camps every day, but it's ran by now and taught by northern Ugandan teachers. That's one program. The HIV program, which we've already talked about, is basically to come in and provide medicine for a month, to provide love, hope, and encouragement, and build a community. We just now are in our first month of Priceless for young boys from 12 to 18, where we're starting to teach boys what abstinence means and how their bodies are valuable and how they should treat women and girls, etc. So we have that as a second program. The third program is a ministry program that's ran by Pastor Walter, and he's gone through seminary down in Kampala. He's been working for us now about a year, and he leads our ministry programs, and that entails bringing pastors typically from the West. They come in and they'll actually meet in churches like this, and they'll train local pastors. Understand, a pastor here is just someone that says, I love the Lord. They don't know anything about it other than that, so they need to be trained in every way. And so, hey Patrick, and so come here please. And so we try to take them and we try to teach them and that kind of thing. And here's one of our pastors, Patrick, here. And Patrick's got a family that lives here in Ojui, and I just saw you walking by. I don't mean to embarrass you, but he was just walking by, and he's been working with us. We've been having seminars. They come in and we try to train them and what it means to be a pastor. And he's a father. How many children do you have?
8.
8 children. How old are they?
8.
What's the oldest and the youngest ages? The age of your firstborn?
The firstborn is 22 years.
22, and your youngest?
The youngest is 4.
4.
He's coming to 4 now.
Coming.
He will be in in October.
In October. And so,
Yeah.
so every day he's working in the fields, working with sunflowers today, right? Today you were working along the road
Yeah.
with sunflowers to provide for his family, but also he's pastoring a camp of people. How many people are in Ojui? How many people?
It used to be 18,000 people before the camp was resettled back.
Right. And so how many people do you think are in the area right now?
Around here should be around 8,000 to 9,000.
So you're talking about a camp of 18,000 people with a young man with 8 of his own children, and his wife was sick for a while, and here he's taking care of all that, digging in the field and being a pastor to everyone. There's great opportunities for everybody to be involved. We have people that are giving us $10 a month, which is awesome. That's what they can afford. You know, God bless them. They're giving us money every month. We have people that give us a lot more than that every month. But what's critical is that people are involved. See, it's not good enough. It's not good enough to see it and then say, somebody else will take care of it. It's not good enough to say somebody else is going to do the work because I don't feel called to do it. No. See, God calls us all to be a part of His work in whatever way that might be. And you know, we hear it all the time from people. They're saying, well, what can one person make a difference? I don't know. We're one person, and now we might need 7 or 10 or 30 or 50, but what can 50 people do in this world? One person can make a huge impact. And you know what? If people will commit to pray, because this is a terrible area, it's a difficult area, and people need to pray. God says that if we will pray, that He will heal our land. There's nothing else that we can do to heal our land but to pray. So we need people to pray, and we need people to give kinetically, to say, okay, I'll help you. I will give you $50 a month, $100 a month. Instead of going to Starbucks twice that week, I'll go once that week. And by the way, there'll be no cups there that say there is no God, like on some of those. I mean, let's give up some of that stuff. I mean, you don't have to like come and live here. Even though there's people that do come and live here. They come, they get touched, and they say, sign me up. I want to come and spend a year or 2 years. But we need people that can give, because when you collectively put people together, it's not about the one person, but when you collectively put people together, we can change an entire area. We expect the people that come to work. Now, some mission trips, it's to go, and it's what kind of experience can I get out of going, and that's very important, your experience. But as you can tell, we don't cater to that. We cater to having people come to join the work. And so if you're going to be in the abstinence side working, you're going to get the materials, and you're going to have to study the materials, and you come and you actually step in and teach or observe or provide, like 2 young ladies were in here today handing out medicine and signing up people. We want the people to work. So if people are interested in short-term opportunities, it's a great place to go, because you're going to get your hands dirty, you're going to sweat, you're going to go through bad roads, and you're going to see things in your life that are going to make you change your life when you go home. None of us are too busy to take on God's calling in our life. You see, I don't consider this calling an optional thing. We had other careers. Everybody has a career, right? Every man out there is working to provide for his family. But God, in the Bible, God calls us, commands us to spread the gospel. It doesn't seem like in there anywhere that I've seen, and I have never heard a pastor tell me, that, oh, there's a caveat and there's a place for you to step out of this. You can stay on the sideline all your life. There is no excuse for everyone to not get in the game. Everybody should get in the game. There is no excuse. I've tried it. I've tried the excuses. Boy, it's taking a step out. It's the best thing you could ever do. Stepping out of the comfort level of your life, abandoning the middle ground, that laissez, I'm comfortable ground, is a calling on everybody's life. I don't think that's optional. So I would challenge everyone to say, okay, I'm in. Why? Because God says I'm in. And we should go serve this God that did everything for us. It's like we're cheating. We're not giving back anything. Driving a new car and building a new house and being the president of something, how does that glorify God? And if it's not glorifying God, hey, let's all get in the game. Because if you get in the game, you can make a difference. It doesn't have to be in Uganda. It can be anywhere in the world. There's a lot of great people out there working. Join something, get your teeth into it, dig your heels into it, and make a difference in somebody's life.